Best nurse we could ever have. She helps us when we're hurt, like if we get a sprained ankle or if we get a broken arm. She also helps us stay healthy. If someone gets a tummy ache, she can go see Miss Krause. No, he or she can go see Miss Krause until they feel better. That's why she's the best nurse ever. Imagine if you didn't have a school nurse. What would you do? We'd have to go to the office or stay in our room if the office is busy. No one would have time to help us if there was a serious injury or difficulty. Ms. Krause wouldn't be here to help us with all of that. These are some of the things she helps us with. She checks our eyes and ears. She does that to make sure we can hear and see perfectly. We eat something that we're allergic to, she has an allergic reaction, and she will stick an EpiPen in us. That's why no nurse is better than Miss Krause.
Thank you, sweetie.
There when we need her. She helps us when we are hurt or don't feel well. She takes care of us and keeps us healthy. If we did not have her, we would have to go to the office or stay in our classroom if we were sick. It would be hard to tell if we were sick and we would have to stay at school for the whole day. Who would call Mom and Dad? What if we had a really bad injury? We need her because she can give medicine to us like Tylenol, Advil, prescriptions, inhalers, and EpiPens. She has replacement clothes and Band-Aids and ice packs. She checks our eyes, ears, and our heads to see if we have lice. If we have braces or a retainer, she lets us brush our teeth in her office after lunch. Thank you for being here for us.
Thank you, sweetie. That's very nice, Nicole. I appreciate it.
Imagine if someone here at St. Benedict's was not feeling well or hurt. He/she would go to Mrs. Krause, our nurse. She is significant to our school because she assists us when we're hurt. She keeps us healthy and she is there when we need her. Now picture if Mrs. Krause wasn't there for us. We would have no one to help if there was a serious injury or problem. Who would call Mom or Dad? Also, we'd have to stay here sick for the rest of the day. A lot of bad things could happen without her. We need Mrs. Krause because she helps stop bloody noses. She will give you medicine like an EpiPen, Tylenol, or an inhaler. Yes, she helps you if you lose a tooth. She does these things because she wants to care for us. We're so lucky to have such a great nurse. So next time you need a nurse, you know you can go to Mrs. Krause.
Thank you, Juliana. Oh, very nice. Thank you.
Why is our school nurse so significant to our school? She is so important because she takes care of us. She also helps us when we don't feel too healthy. What would we do without Mrs. Krause? If we didn't have Mrs. Krause, we would call our mom and dad and tell them that we need to be picked up from school. Where would we go if we broke a bone or something serious and needed help? If we didn't have her, then there would be no one special to take care of us. We need a nurse so much. We need her because she can check our ears to see if we do or don't need a hearing aid. She also checks our eyes to see if we need glasses or not. Mrs. Krause also has replacement clothes just in case one of our little kids did something to their pants or if someone spilled something on their shirt. Does your school nurse take good care of you as well as ours, Mrs. Krause?
Thank you, Emily. Thank you, sweetie. Very nice. All right. I hardly know Gretchen. She's never sick.
My head hurts and I want to go to Mrs. Krause. Mrs. Krause is very important. She helps us when we're hurt and keeps us healthy. She takes care of us too. If we didn't have Mrs. Krause, we would be in big trouble. We would have to go to the office or stay in our room. No one would help if there is a serious injury. If we get sick, who will call our mom or dad? We would have to stay here possibly nauseous for the rest of the day. We need Mrs. Krause because she gives us medicine. She checks our eyes and takes nail polish off so we don't get in trouble. She checks for lice to make sure we don't have it. She helps us stop bloody noses and fixes our glasses. Thank you, Mrs. Krause.
You're welcome, sweetie. Thank you.
My tube came out, and I need a nurse. Miss Krause was there for me and is the best nurse that St. Benedict could ever have. She helps us when we have an injury and keeps us healthy. She takes great care of us.
If we didn't have her, we would have some hard time. The teachers would not be able to tell if we were sick or we were feeling good. We would have to stay in school if we were feeling ill or had a fever. We need her at St. Benedict's School because she could give us the right kind of medicine if we need it. She can also help us with bloody noses, loose teeth, and if we just don't feel so good. We thank her for all she does for our school.
Thank you, Gianna. Very nice, sweetie, thank you.
Happy